Back in November, it was a bumper harvest. And for me, time to see what other farmers and growers are up to. Today, I'm heading to a traditional cider orchard a stone's throw away from the River Severn to help cider maker James McCrindle harvest his heritage apples, including the Yarlington Mill and Kingston Black apples. He's been using them to make his delicious cider for the last 15 years.
Look at these. These apples look like they're in great condition still.
This is fantastic.
James, accompanied by four-legged friend Mac, harvests his fruit in the traditional hands-on way, using a hooked pole called a lug.
Right. If we put it on here and give it a quick, short, sharp shake.
Wow!
Loads of apples.
Oh, Mac! Can I have a go?
Yeah, of course you can.
OK. So just like...
That's it. That's it. Little bit harder.
Oh, I feel like William Tell. Right, we better do some more picking up.
Great. The only way to get these out of this orchard. Got it?
Yeah,
Well done.
no problem.
It's good. You got the weight on the right shoulder as well, haven't you? Because that's your uphill leg.
Oh yeah,
See?
I'm glad I worked that one out.
This machine is James's new toy. He used to crush his apples manually in what's called a scratter.
The scratter is this tiny little bit in here now.
Wow.
You can make cider at home, though you'd need to invest in some kit to do the same jobs as James's machine, which washes, mills and presses the apples all in one go.
This effectively is taking a lot of work out of the job and making it easier and more efficient.
Yeah.
Apple juice, straight off the press.
Can I taste a bit?
Of course you can, yeah.
Should I...
Let's just run out. Oh.
Just a bit. Oh, that is so delicious.
James will add a cultured yeast to convert the natural sugars into alcohol.
So how long do I have to wait for this to become just as delicious, but perhaps even more fun?
The fermentation's probably going to happen in sort of 6 to 8 weeks, something like that.
Right.
Naturally. And then it'll mature for 4 or 5 months. Hopefully, we'll be drinking early summer next year.
OK. That's slightly annoying. I was hoping it might be quicker than that.
There's something about warm winter food which makes me feel everything will be all right in the world. And these homegrown russets, coupled with my foraging haul, will help make a wild version of one of my favourite winter puddings.
So, there is our acorn harvest. Actually, I'm going to confess to you that although acorns do make a wonderful ingredient, it is a tiny bit of a faff.
In fact, it's a big faff to do what I want to do with them, which is make acorn flour. This involves lots of drying, washing, peeling and blitzing.
But if you don't want to go through all that faff, just look up acorn flour online and you can buy it. So, apple crumble. You can't go wrong, can you? I have sliced up some of the apples from the trees just outside there. A little bit of water, a little bit of sugar, and I'm just going to put them into a bowl, oven-proof. There we are, that should do us. And then we want our magic ingredient. Now, this clove root that I picked with Liz basically smells like a sachet of those spices that you get to put in mulled wine. So I'm just going to nip the leaves off, but leave it intact. And I'm just going to sit it on top of the apple and spread its roots out. And that is going to infuse the apple with all that lovely flavour. For the crumble, I'm using roughly 2/3 oat, 1/3 acorn powder, butter, of course, in that goes. Nice chunky brown sugar. Okay, so there is our crumble, a bit like cookie dough. Nothing wrong with eating it raw. Maybe you can really taste the lovely nuttiness that the acorn flour adds. So I'm going to stick this on top of my apple. Oh, apple crumble. Okay, so it's going to go into a not really hot oven. I would say try about 170 because the acorn flour can burn a little bit, so keep an eye on it. I would check it after about 25 minutes. So here is my beautiful acorn and apple and clove root crumble.
Something this wildly delicious will be the perfect thank you for Tim and Sarah. There have been many moments this year when celebrating seemed far from likely. But if there's one thing it's taught us, it's to celebrate the simple.
And as it's winter, it's the sort of time of mulling.
Mulling has been with us since Roman times and evolved into a harvest celebration. To toast the year's end and a good apple harvest, I'm going to mull James's cider.
And this is my favourite winter drink. So it's not just me, obviously. I love adding a bit of clementine juice. And it's worth just sticking in the skins for a bit. It gives that extra kind of zing. You can't have a mull without cinnamon sticks. Bay leaf is always nice. I put star anise in. A couple of cloves. I might go three cloves. This is allspice. That is one of those kind of comfort winter smells. Quite strong though, so I would go that sort of amount. And then you do need sugar. And then just for a little bit of added wickedness, I'm going to put in a slurp of orange liqueur. You can use brandy, Armagnac, anything you like really. That is it. And then you just put it on the heat. But the crime would be if you let it boil and then you boil all the alcohol off. You just want it to heat and gently infuse for about 20 minutes.
It's as simple as that and will warm the cockles of our hearts.
Girls!
This year's been busy and a bit bonkers.
I'm getting out of your way, you horror. I know what you want.
But it's been well worth it.
All in and happy.
Ludo and I are so lucky to have Tim and Sarah by our sides and in our family bubble. And what better way to celebrate friendship than share a hearty supper?
Smells good.
You just snuck in from behind the
Yes, I
counter.
have.
That's very cheeky of you.
Happy
Here's to winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, that's good. That's good, isn't it?
Oh, it's lovely.